Welcome everyone to another video, and in today's video I wanted to talk about Polkadot and its potential as the next big short. So 0xGG has been talking about Polkadot for a while as a short position, and I just wanted to dig a little bit deeper into why he's thinking that way and what really got me interested in this. So this meme here that he posted was pretty funny, and I think it really illustrates the idea behind the Polkadot short. So this is just comparing Solana to Polkadot. So a lot of people think that Solana perhaps is the next big short because we know FTX, for example, they have to liquidate, I think, like billions of dollars of worth of Solana in order to pay back people who got rugged on the exchange. And I think they've started to liquidate it, or have been given an order to start liquidating it on the 13th of September. Today is the 15th of September. And so we're going to see a lot of selling pressure on Solana for the next couple of months, probably a year. It's going to take them a while to liquidate all of that Solana, particularly because we're in a bear market and there's not much liquidity going around. So in this meme, he says it's probably the most crowded short of the year. Nobody knows how much of the supply is effectively unlocked or when it's going to be dumped. There's a lot of liquidity there, and it also has a hardcore community. On the other hand, we have Polkadot. Nobody talks about it. The precise date and supply are known, and liquidity is one order of a magnitude thicker. So Akala Network, who scored the first parachain, bid $32 million, which was worth about $1.3 billion on November 18th, 2021. And just 9 months later, in July 2022, amid waning demand, the 21st slot was awarded to Darwinian Network just for $9,900, which is $55,000. So whilst the hype was big in 2021, it really died off in 2022. And in 2023, they've actually, well, I think like July of 2023, they've actually abandoned the parachain auction system, and they're going to do something completely different. So Fabian here says there's a big unlock that flew under the radar, almost $100 million, which is about $400 million at today's prices, will be returned to users who participated in the first batch of parachain crowd loans next month on October 24th. How many will be dumping after 2 years of disappointing activity? I'm short. Now 0xGG has probably summed it up quite nicely here on a tweet, which I'll leave in the description down below as well. So this story has the ingredients to paint a splatter movie on the chart, and it seems a perfect day to talk about it. People locked in are almost down 90%. People were locked for 2 years and saw their money plummet to almost zero. The great promise never materialized. The whole chain and subchains are a ghost town. Some parachains, Moonbeam, Glimmer, and Akala ACA, which were the most hyped ones, have made users lock more than $30 million for each. For ACA in particular, this represents almost 4 to 5x their current market cap. So basically this tweet is just going through, just destroying Polkadot right now. So for the people who participated in the crowd loans, they're massively wrecked. For people who have been liquid staking, they're massively wrecked as well. So Polkadot is pivoting from the parachain model to a block space model, basically a rental on demand model for projects. We've seen that the parachain stuff just really didn't work out. People couldn't be bothered to go ahead and lock up the DOT tokens in return for these other tokens from these parachains as well. I think that is probably a big mistake on their part, in the sense that you have the parachain tokens and then you also have Polkadot tokens, and so you've got value split between the two. And if you're a massive Polkadot supporter, are you going to be buying the DOT tokens, or are you going to be buying the parachain tokens? Like, there just isn't enough liquidity to go around, and it's harder to pump multiple tokens than it is to just one. That's another problem with like the Cosmos community, for example. All of the other sovereign chains out there, they've got their own tokens, and that just means value has been taken away from the core Atom token. So many dotters are probably in a safe echo chamber right now. Sure, the price looks horrible, but the devs are still building, so onward we go. At this point, though, even if a fraction of users, and it won't be a fraction IMO, behave as one would expect, we're going to have a similar scenario as what happened with the cake unlocks. So if you've looked at the price of cake, that's just gone down massively. I recommend you do that, and we might have a similar scenario here with DOT. Consider also that major parachains have already secured the next slot by themselves via self-financing, so they won't press their users hard to keep/restake the DOT. Their best interest now is actually in users rotating their DOTs to their own governance tokens now. So that's what I was saying before. Basically, they're just splitting value between DOT and their own governance tokens, which is obviously not good for the value of DOT long term. So you can see this being pushed already with online influencers talking about how unlocks are over for the most part and there should be only green pastures ahead. To exacerbate the issue, not a single parachain auction went well for dotters. Returns were at best in their 30%, even at all-time high, where DOT then went minus 85%. Kusama's initial parachains went way better, especially Moon River. So the plays available are either naked short, or possibly versus BTC or something else. I've got a video coming out. It might be after this one or before, but basically talking about pair trading. So you can use Bitcoin as a hedge or ETH as a hedge. So you can do the pair trading there. If you don't want a naked short, it might be easier for you to chart against Ethereum or Bitcoin. So go long Ethereum or Bitcoin and then short Polkadot. You could also buy the blood potentially. So I know a lot of people will see these unlocks coming, and so that's going to cause a massive sell-off, but eventually you might get some sort of a rally, like a hated rally. Typically, the most obvious thing that's going to happen never happens. So you could play buying the blood there. And so the unlock should start on the 24th to 27th of December. So mark that on your calendar. Just pay attention to the price of DOT for the next couple of months. If it keeps breaking down, then this might be a good opportunity to start short selling it. In terms of short selling Polkadot, I think the best place to go if you want to do it through like a perpetual futures DEX is definitely DYDX. They have it here. This is probably the most liquid place to trade. This is the most volume going through right now. So it has about $3 million worth of volume trading Polkadot. I think you can go to like Quenta, LogX, and a couple of other perpetual futures DEXs will probably list it in a month's time. Let's take a look at Polkadot here on CoinMarketCap. We can see that the market cap is $5.1 billion. Now, if you compare that to something like Solana, which has $7.7 billion. Now, Solana is a way more built out ecosystem. People actually use it. People talk about it all the time. NFTs are popping off. Gaming is coming to Solana. They just have a hardcore community, and my channel was based off Solana for a while. So the fact that this is only $2 billion more than Polkadot seems quite strange to me. Just to put this into perspective, Polkadot right now is the 13th highest market cap coin. It's just above Polygon. It really just doesn't deserve to be there. It's such a dead ecosystem. I mean, I'm saying that, but Tron is like 11. That doesn't deserve to be there. Toncoin as well. That doesn't deserve to be there. Cardano might be just as dead as Polkadot, but it doesn't have massive unlocks coming. So that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. What do you think? Is Polkadot the next big short? It might not be the next big short in the sense like it's probably not going to go minus 99%, but you might get a decent trade out of this if you're looking to short sell something, particularly since we're still in a bear market. So that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one.